So, you really think you can't do Muay Thai with braces? Hamza,
Yes, sir.
you do Muay Thai and you do braces. So do you find any other issues with braces? Does it impact your training whatsoever?
So when I'm training and I'm hitting pads, braces doesn't really have much of an effect. But when you're sparring, people might think that, if someone punches you like really hard, your braces might break. But all in all you need is just a correct mouthguard. And the mouthguard that you should get is one that's approved by a dentist. Usually these mouthguards, they're a bit bigger. And what it does is that it will just protect your mouth, like your braces won't break or anything.
That's what I'm saying. So you basically think, to answer the question, can you do Muay Thai with braces?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So when you do Muay Thai, when you have braces, it depends where you are. Because if you're somewhere in America, this can cost anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 if, God forbid, something happens and your brackets break. So what ideally you want to get is you want to get an orthodontist mouthguard. So the mouthguard has two pieces for the upper and lower bit of your teeth. And don't worry, you can purchase one of the best orthodontist mouthguards for a good price on Amazon in the link below. And then again, so we're Muay Thai Bros, I'm Dylan.
And this is Eli.
And this channel is going to be everything Muay Thai related. The best Muay Thai gear, the best Muay Thai everything. So if this sounds like something you're interested in,
Like and subscribe.
and comment down below any other questions you want answered, and we'll do our best to answer them. So regarding the mouthguard, why would you need a mouthguard in general? We're not talking about. The thing is, it's even more important to wear a mouthguard if you have the braces.
Because replacing teeth is really expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah, I don't know how many of you had teeth knocked out, but you hear stories all the time of fighters losing teeth here and there, not wearing mouthguards, and replacing veneers, it can set you back.
It's really, really expensive. But then don't think that because you do a mouthguard, you have braces, you can't do Muay Thai. Because as I said, we already have our friend Hamza who has a mouthguard, who has braces. We have many people who have braces. But you just have to be a lot more diligent in it and maybe tell people, please, can we go 10% because of this? You just have to tell people when you're sparring, go a bit more lighter in case you don't want any damage, because the brackets, if they break, it's not good for anyone.
Yeah, and you just don't want the brackets pushing against your upper lip when you're being punched in the face, because that could
because one of the main, if you want to see my article about why you could do Muay Thai with braces, take a look in the description down below, Combat Sports Guide. But what it is the main injuries you'll get from punches is lacerations, so that's a cut, and that's a cut on your face, whatever. But the problem is when you have braces, you're more likely to get lacerations in the mouth.
Yeah, internally
lacerations. And then another thing is just when your brain hits back like that, so you really want to be careful. You want to make sure when you're receiving a punch in Muay Thai, you have to bite down on it with a mouthguard.
Definitely.
You have to wear, you have, because some people like me and Eli, we don't have braces. I had braces when I was younger, not anymore, and then we could do light sparring with no mouthguard. But this isn't something you want to do with braces, simply because the risk is too much.
Yeah, I just don't feel it's like a worth off trade.
It's the trade-off. It's not. You know what I mean?
It's the chance of you getting injured is high, especially if you're being punched in the face.
Yeah.
You don't know, especially if you don't know the level of your training partner.
That's what I'm saying.
I think, and if you're new to a gym, you don't know what kind of level people are going at whilst they're sparring or even hitting pads. The last thing you want is a shot to go through when you're holding pads and bam, it hits you right in the face.
Yeah.
And then now your training session's finished, right? It's going to take you the rest of the training session to stop the bleeding and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You might not be able to train the next day because your mouth hurts. Then now you've lost 2 days training. That's the last thing you want. And simply by wearing, a mouth guard during these times,
and honestly, I personally think
you can prevent it.
Our friend that we're speaking about, he doesn't wear an orthodontic mouth guard, but I really think he should, because it has specifically made by orthodontists, which is the posh word for dentists, specifically designed for combat athletes when they have braces. You have to wear them. If you don't wear them, then it's your fault if you get hit. Because you don't know, because we've sparred with people in our gym who they're a bit, they have an ego, so they're gonna go harder than you want them to go. And especially if you're holding pads, as Eli said, even when you're holding pads, that's probably the most likely time you're gonna, if you have braces, to have an injury.
It might not even hit you in the face. It's so easy. It's happened a million times before. You just don't have enough resistance. They punch, they miss the pad. Bam! You hit yourself with the pad.
You hit yourself in the face.
And it's just from them missing the pad. Maybe you didn't catch the shot. and then next thing you know, your mouth's dripping with blood,
Dripping with blood.
and you can't train anymore, and that's the last thing you want. You know, you come to training, you want to burn your calories, you want to improve yourself, and you just don't want to have to always worry about, is my mouth going to get cut up? And you can save that whole scenario by wearing this orthodontic mouth guard.
So like I say, the reason why is because there's some studies where you wear mouth guard because it stops the lacerations. Because it's the injury when you get hit here. If I get punched and my teeth do this, you know what I mean? That's gonna cause more damage to my brain, more rattling, because it's a shot you that you don't see.
That's gonna knock you out.
You're making yourself more like, you know, if I'm just like this, boom, you know what I mean? It's gonna have a big clash, and especially when you have braces, it's even gonna be even worse. So the reason why you wear the mouth guard is something for your teeth to bite down to stop the transfer of force for someone's fist.
Of course.
You know, it's the same with what we're speaking about is exactly the same for jiu-jitsu. You know, you should always, if you have braces, you should always wear a mouth guard. You just have to be due diligent. But I think with Muay Thai especially, even because we know random people, they have the spastic kick. So even when you're doing drilling, if you have braces and you don't want to spend $3,500 if you're in America, you have to wear it all the time.
Yeah, it's not a massive trade-off. You can get a mouth guard for what, £12? You can get a mouth guard for £5.
It depends. Like, you have different options. So the orthodontic mouth guards I'm talking about is something like $12 to $18 on Amazon. So very, very cheap, and considering it has the protection for both the upper bracket, lower bracket of your teeth, it's well worth it. You can also ask to your dentist or your orthodontist to make it'll be obviously a little bit more money if you have the money to spend and get a custom fit brace for mouth guards.
Yeah.
You know, or you can get something called Impact, which is, don't worry, we have a link on the description down below where you can get a custom fit mouth guard for something like £80, $110, something like that. And especially if you were someone who has braces, you know, really consider doing that, because it's something.
Even if you're looking to fight, I would also recommend people
if you're
who are,
fire, you should definitely have a custom mouth guard.
Definitely.
Can you do Muay Thai? Of course you can. You have to really
just take this,
due diligence.
Just take the extra precautions. You know, it's like anything. If you have something that's a potential hazard, you just have to work around it, make sure that you have the right precautions in place.
Really and truly, like, it's an excuse, because your brain, your body wants to tell you things. It wants to have the easiest route.
Of course.
So if you're saying, oh, I've got braces, I can't do Muay Thai, you know what I mean? We have our friend Hamza, all these other people in our gym have braces, so don't let that be an obstacle to how important Muay Thai can be. And the last video we just did, I put a link down in the description up, where the reasons why you should do Muay Thai. We go in on it, we speak about how good Muay Thai is, and you can guarantee your life will be completely changed if you do Muay Thai, whether or not you have braces.
100%.
Especially when it comes out and you got that shiny white teeth looking all pink, then you're gonna be you're gonna be happy.
The self-confidence level will be
pure in the sky. So again, please like and subscribe if you like this sort of content. We're gonna release 2 videos a week, every Wednesday and Sunday at 8:30 GMT US, something about 2 p.m. So again, we're Muay Thai Bros. I'm Dylan.
And this is Eli. Peace out.